veganreports.wixsite.com, The Political Vegan. The dangers of working in a slaughterhouse. The animals killed at slaughterhouses, like pigs or cows, tend to be gentle and peaceful creatures. This means that in order to feel okay with killing the animals, the workers must disassociate from the killing. This disassociation can lead to many symptoms, like drug abuse, alcohol abuse, or PTSD. But the question that we must ask ourselves is whether this is simply a necessary part of living in a society, especially considering the omnivorous society that we live in today that relies heavily on eating meat, or is this a problem that has been created by a society that has been taught that they must eat animals and that it is okay to abuse these specific animals because of the type of animal they are? While many documentaries on the cruelty of slaughterhouses seem to blame the workers for the cruelty that takes place, it is really not their fault, because it is simply their job to carry out the orders. However, that does not change the fact that many cruelties take place in slaughterhouses, including mutilation of the animals and then killing them in incredibly painful ways after they've lived their entire life in confined spaces. It seems that anyone might begin to look for an escape after committing these cruelties on animals for an extended amount of time. Take a moment to consider the fact that in America, over 70,000 people work in slaughterhouses. Depending on their job, they may be responsible to kill hundreds of animals an hour, day after day, taking life after life. It's no surprise then that these people must find a way out. Not to mention that with the amount of injuries that occur, meat packing is one of the most dangerous professions, with the number of injuries that occur leading to an incredibly stressful work environment. People can choose to go vegan for many reasons, including health benefits, environmental benefits, and the belief that we should not support an industry that commits such numerous atrocities as the meat production industry. However, can someone claim to believe that they live an ethical life when they are actively supporting such cruelty? Through purchasing meat that has been produced this way. One specific way the meat industry seems to be actively promoting cruelty through the jobs of the stickers whose duty it is to slit the throats of animals who are to die. Though it is expected that the animal will be knocked out through the use of a stun gun before they are killed, it is common for foremen to turn down the voltage in the intent of preserving meat. Because of this, the animals can often be flailing at the time of death, causing injury to the workers. It has also been shown that workers at these meat packing plants can often become so desensitized that they become violent in their personal life. Whether you have simply been unaware of the atrocities committed in these places or have simply disassociated from this subject enough that you do not take the time to think about that chicken sitting in your freezer that has been produced under these conditions, now is the time to become aware of how your personal choices have a deeper impact on our planet and the lives of those on it. Whether you think that these things have gotten out of hand or the meat is simply necessary to sustain human life, it's not, promise. You must realize that no matter how you look at the issue, a person tasked with killing an animal must disassociate from the value of life in order to do so. This may not seem so problematic to you until you realize that when they are able to do this, it may easily include human life also.